Hello everyone. Now, in the last session of satellite communication and networking, we have discussed about thermal controls, communication subsystems and the antenna subsystems. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss that is the main segment required for space segment, that is telemetry, tracking, command and monitoring system. Now, when we talk about the telemetry, tracking and command and monitoring, in this case there are the partial part is in the space segment and the partial part of TTC and M is on the ground segment, right? So TTC and M mainly consist of ground segment also and the space segment also. Now in this today's session we are going to discuss each and every word, that is telemetry, tracking, command and monitoring, and we'll discuss its function in detail. So the topics to be covered in the following session are introduction, TTC and M block diagram, TTC and M functions, TTC and M backup system, telemetry system, monitoring system, tracking system and command system. Now, going on to the first, that is on the introduction part. So, the TTC and M system provides various essential communication to and from the spacecraft. So, as I have told earlier that the half part or the partial part of TTC and M is on the space segment, whereas the half part of TTC and M is on the ground segment, right? So it is very essential part from space segment point of view for essential communication for to and fro from the spacecraft. TTC and M is the only way to observe and to control the satellite functions and conditions from the ground. Now, as you can see in this figure, here it is the Earth station, right, from the Earth surface, and here that is a satellite, right. So what it will be do when we send any command in the uplink? So what it will do in respect with feedback, it will send me a telemetry link in which the satellite will show its current status of of particular control and status sensors, right? So this is TTC and M, that is telemetry, tracking, command and monitoring. So basically what does the telemetry do? So telemetry, that will be the received feedback from the satellite in terms of the status signals of the sensors. How are the different parts of the satellite is working, right? So various command can be given from the Earth station. The command group will be command and monitoring group will be at the Earth station point of view, right? Whereas telemetry and tracking will be the satellite point of view. Then second, that is tracking. So we need to see the attitude and the orbit of the satellite continuously observing, right? So for observing continuously, what we need the tracking of the satellite, right? For geostationary satellite, TTC and M is not required, as the main advantage of geostationary satellite is it is stationary with respect to the Earth. So with respect to Earth, we can say, or we can it can be moved from as the Earth is rotating. Clear? So it will TTC and M will mainly required for the satellites except the geostationary satellites. Now, discussing about TTC and M block diagram. So here, as you can see in this diagram, what is seen, that is the satellite. Satellite will have a satellite TTC and M antenna through which the receiving and transmitting signals can be operated, right? Now, once the signal, once the command has been given, what it will give? It will give the feedback in terms of telemetry link. So here you can see the from the satellite antenna, there is the receiver Earth station through which the received signal from the satellite comes through. So this is called as telemetry link. Through this we received two information. First, that is about the telemetry receiver, that is the various status of the sensors, right? And the data can be processed based on this data processing. And second thing which we get, that is the tracking system, that the position of satellite at that particular time. So these both data can be stored at our computer, which is at the Earth station, right, for attitude and orbit control, that particular for this time the satellite is at right position or No, right? And if it is at right position, then it is okay. If it is at not right position, the command will be given with the help of this telecommand transmitter, right? So telecommand transmitter, what it will do, it will connect it to the control with having the various commands on it, right? So if there, let's say if there is the satellite is deviating from its orbit, so what it will do, it will control or it will command the signal through transmitting antenna to operate the gas jets or thruster, so that the orbit the orbit of the satellite can be maintained. Clear? So this is the whole block diagram of satellites, TTC and M. TTC and M is a narrow band link, allows for high sensitivity reception. At the Earth station, major data is processed and commands are issued to the satellite. If the data processed is not good, then various commands are issued to the satellite. Now, discussing about the TTC and M functions. So first, that is reporting spacecraft health. That is spacecraft, all the functions or all the segments in the particular satellite is working well or not. Second, control the orbit and attitude of the satellite. Third, monitoring the command actions, the command which we are given from the transmitter. That command can be monitored with the help of monitoring function. Monitor the status of all the sensors and subsystems on the satellite, right? This can be given feedback with the help of telemetry link. And fifth, that is switch on and off sections of the communication system with the help of command signal. And last, that is control of payloads, that is nothing but our communication. Here, so these are the 6 TTC and M functions for which we are deriving the TTC and M block for the space segment. Now, next, that is TTC and M backup system. So the main system can be used only after the correct altitude of the satellite is achieved. That is, it is inoperable, right? So what is the main backup system? The main system can be used only after the correct altitude of the satellite is achieved, right? That means, as we have discussed in our chapter 3, that all the satellites initially at the launch phase, it is launched at the home and transfer orbit, right, in which it is operated for the 2 or 3 months and the observations can be made. If it is observed or it can be worked properly, then through the fuels, what we do is we can send at the particular its correct orbit, right? So after achieving that particular correct attitude, okay, at that time only TTC and app back system starts. The backup system provides control to important sections which can be used to bring the main system in operations. So whenever it is launched in the correct orbit at correct attitude, now the backup system will provide the commands to the important sections of the space segment so that it can start its operation. In case the main TTC and M system fails, the backup system is used to keep the satellite on station. It is also used to eject the satellite from the geostationary orbit, right? So all the systems will have a one backup system, each and every segment will have, so that it can be, if one system can fail, then the alternate system can work at the part of that particular main system. Now, going forward to the main words, that is telemetry system and about its functions. So, first of all, what is telemetry? So, the telemetry system sends data received from the sensors on the satellite to monitor the satellite health via telemetry link to controlling the Earth station. So, whenever we are giving any command from the Earth station to satellite, in feedback, the satellite will send us a telemetry link in which there will be a data from various sensors on the satellite which shows the present status of the satellite. Now, what the telemetry data are usually digitized and transmitted as phase shift keying for a low power telemetry carrier using time division techniques. So we are using here two modulation technique. First, that is phase shift keying modulation for low power telemetry carrier, right? And for particular for division of that particular signals, we are using the division multiple technique. A low data rate, downlink bit rates up to 8 Mbps, is normally used to allow the receiver at the earth station to have a narrow bandwidth and thus maintain a high carrier to noise ratio. Right? So for telemetry data at the low data rate, so it will be at the receiver at the earth station and which have the characteristics of narrow bandwidth. So it will have a high carrier to noise ratio. The sensor data and the status of each subsystem can be reported back to the earth by the telemetry system. So these are the various terms used for the telemetry system. Next, that is monitoring system. So the monitoring system collects data from many sensors within the satellite and analyze this data to the controlling earth station. So when the data can be is received from the telemetry link, after that the monitoring system's work starts and which collects the data from the sensors, right? And that then these data are analyzed at the earth station. Monitoring parameters are the its pressure, temperature, voltage and current. The evaluation of each component in the ground station is very crucial process so as to maintain optimum level in the performance of each of this component. So as we can say the exit parameters cannot be achieved. So what we'll do is we will maintain its optimum level for its better performance. Alarms can also be sounded if any vital parameters goes outside the allowable limits. So if any pressure, temperature or voltage can go from the allowable limits, then the alarm will be blinked out. Then attitude maintenance, sighting device are monitored by a telemetry link. So at particular proper attitude, the satellite is proper attitude of maintaining its attitude or not, it has been monitoring with the telemetry link. In failure cases, the satellite points in its wrong direction. The faulty unit must then be disconnected and a spare brought in via the command system and some other means of controlling attitude device. Right? So if any block fails in between in the satellite, what we will do through the networking and giving the command, we will disconnect that particular faulty unit and we will connect with the spare unit which has been given to that particular satellite. These comparisons are done to take corrective or preventive actions whenever required to prevent failure or delays in the machinery timelines. And the parameter measured at the monitoring system, that is AGC, that is automatic gain control, and BER, that is beat error rate. So what is AGC? So it is a plot between time and power. It helps us to determine the satellite anomalies, that is the position of satellite. And BER, that is the figure of merit for a digital radio link in its bit error rate. So if how many bits are coming and from that how many error is generated. Then next, that is tracking system. So first of all, what is tracking system? The tracking system at the earth station provides information of the range, elevation and azimuth of the satellite need in computing the orbital elements. So the tracking system will provide the satellite position in terms of range, elevation and azimuth angle, right? So that the calculations can be carried out correctly. What are the ranging measurements? So ranging measurements will be in terms of ranging tones. The earth station controlling the satellite can observe the Doppler shift of the telemetry carrier and beacon transmitter carrier to determine the rate of which rate is changing. So if there is any changing in this particular information, then through the telemetry carrier or beacon transmitter, we can determine the rate at which the range is changing. One of the techniques to determine the correct position of an orbit is by integrating the data obtaining by velocity and acceleration sensors. So what again the tracking system is doing? So it will determine the correct position of orbit and by integrating data obtained by velocity and acceleration sensors, right? So from the current position of that particular orbit, it will integrate the data of velocity and acceleration. Triangulation method is used to obtain or determine the position of satellite when a sufficient number of earth stations with adequate separations are observing it. So if there are many earth stations are observing that particular satellite, then triangular method is the best to position to or determine the position of satellite. Now, next, that is the command system. So in the command system, first during the launch phase, how many commands are given? So during the launch phase, switch on the power, deploy antennas and solar panels, and pointing antenna to the desired location. So during the launch sequence, these three are the functions or commands which were given to the satellite. First of all, the satellite, to operate the satellite, we need to switch on the power. Then for power, after switching on the power, what we first do is we will first deploy the antennas and solar panels. So the power which we are using by batteries can be off, and the solar panels can be switched on. And third, the antenna should be pointed with the earth station antennas for gaining the maximum information. Then when it is in orbit, various commands for maintaining spacecraft thermal balance. The thermal control should be maintained. And third, control payload and thrusters, etc. And last, that is encryption of commands and responses is used to provide security in the command system so that the risk of satellite malfunction due to erroneous command is minimized. So what we can do is we can send the digital data in the terms of encryption, right? And we can send the encryption commands and responses to that particular satellite, right? So the error can be minimized. So that's all for the today's session, right? In this session, we have discussed the whole telemetry tracking, command and monitoring, which is TTC and M, which is again a subsystem of satellite as well as earth station, and which is very important from the exam point of view, right? So thank you.